Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Raynday, and today we are watching the brand new Apex Legends Collection event, the Evolution Collection event, and this is all about Rampart, and she changes World's Edge, she changes arenas, she gets an heirloom, and she also is a part of a leak from Apex Legends that no one expected, not even the devs, and they've just owned it on Twitter saying that wasn't supposed to happen for a weapon that is coming out in the near, well, far future. All that plus patch notes and more, and a big shout out to EA for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much. Let's get to watching this trailer, and we'll get into the patch notes as well, because you guys do not want to miss what they have changed. There's a lot going on today. I'm excited. Leave a like if you're hyped. Let's get going here, baby. Come on.
I said I needed a bigger shop.
Ooh, that was the heirloom right there.
Big Maud here will do for now. I feel that a woman can transcend herself to a point, but she can accomplish greater things than she thinks.
Swift, strong,
Hit that wingman slide.
He never ducks out of a fight. He doesn't care what the hell the odds are, and he's rough at times, but he tries to be a decent guy all the time. That's the way he's always lived.
I
Hope you had fun.
I get the joke now. I get the joke now.
Bloody amateurs. Don't you know I'm a bloody artist? Come for the guns? Stay, because someone shot you with my guns. Big Maud here's got you covered.
Hey,
Let's have fun, friend.
hey,
Time to rock
hey,
and roll.
hey, hey.
Bit of a discount for all you loyal customers.
Y'all catch that? Did you catch it?
Rampart style.
We'll get into it later. Did you catch this?
It's fun to say Rampart.
Bloodhound coming in like,
So much blood. This prowler is ill wounded.
the villain in a Marvel movie or something. Yo, so that's looking hype. That's coming out next Tuesday. You guys know how they drop it next Tuesday. Leave a like if you're hype about the trailer. Honestly, they do a great job, so I always love leaving some likes. Leave a like on the trailer. Leave a like on this video to let them know, because they are sponsoring this. And yeah, if you didn't catch it, there's a lot of things that happen in that one. We're gonna walk it through. I know my homies in the chat are gonna be right there originally, but I'm gonna walk you through the biggest moments. I've already read these patch notes. You guys need to know only what I feel like is worth a video, and you can read the rest if you want all the nitty gritty details. So here is the town takeover. Essentially, Rampart is taking over arenas, but she's also taking over an area in World's Edge, which is near Lava City. And this is a very, you can see kind of like just the image of what this looks like. It's open, it's graffiti filled, it's got a lot of space. This is clearly the kind of location where you want to be fighting high ground. You've got the insides there. This is going to be a lot more of the scattered fights, or maybe right after you loot, but it seems like this is going to be the prime spot where you'd love to be able to hold something. And so there's a lot of fun. There's some mention to Rampart's lore in here, and there's also a shop in it, and that's one of the kind of cool things about it. You can see inside the shop you can use collected materials to get custom modded paintball weapons and from new vending machines. The guns cost a bit, but they come fully kitted at different tiers, and this gives players a reason to rotate here mid-game if their weapons just aren't upgraded as they'd like. So pretty cool. Not only is it a new POI, it's actually got an element in the game that you can go and upgrade your weapons on and trade some materials for. So another reason for the materials, another reason for you to rotate here mid-game. All right, so that sounds really, really fun. Let's get into the tease. Here's a big deal. So Rampart obviously is taking over arenas. They've got some changes to the L-Star, but the real tease happened on this screenshot right here, which I'm going to open up for you. No, that's the heirloom. Where's this screenshot here? I guess we'll just open it up. So here is this screenshot, and I don't know if you can pick it out. Can you? There's one that is not like the others. Yes, there's one in the middle called the Nemesis Burst Ar. It's got the R301 imagery, but in terms of the name, this is not a weapon that we have seen before, and this is not a weapon currently in Apex Legends. And it turns out that, and I'm going to do this off screen so that I don't, I can keep talking while I pull this up. It turns out that this is not supposed to be there. This was actually not a tease. Everyone was going, oh man, this is an awesome tease. This is crazy. I'm really excited about what you guys did. And the lead designer went on to say, no, this is not a tease. This was an accidental release. Ryan K. Rigney brings it up here and says, we accidentally leaked an unreleased gun in the new Play Apex trailer and in the patch notes, but it's not actually ready for release anytime soon. Currently scheduling my appointment to get my eyes checked. I responded saying, you know what, hey, I'm excited for when it does show up. And also, Ryan, the fact that you can now tease this to us. It's probably the longest tease of a weapon we'll ever see. So we all have a lot to be excited about. It probably won't be anything like what it is now as development goes, but new weapon tease, new weapon not supposed to be teased, and a little bit of interesting drama heading into it. Okay, so Rampart, she also has herself an heirloom. What do you guys think about this one? For those who don't know, this heirloom obviously connects to Rampart in many different ways. There's going to be more subtle ones, but the biggest hint, the biggest clarity is that she loves bubblegum, and she's been seen showing that in several trailers. In fact, I can also bring this up as well. As we watch this, there's another allusion to what she's doing with her bubblegum here from one of the senior animators on Apex Legends, Moy Para, who basically tweeted out a GIF that put together the story earlier today of why this is important, saying bubblegum anyone. And you can see here in this GIF, this is exactly what she looks like having the bubblegum. This is in one of the cinematics earlier where we meet Rampart. And so it's very core to her nature as a character, and so this is something that they've included. I think it looks great. I think it's ultimately not an heirloom I'm excited about. I'm not really a Rampart fan. I love Rampart, the voice actress, but I'm not, in terms of her playstyle, not my biggest fan. So you guys have to leave your answers in the comment section below. Overall, new heirloom. So, hey, if you need all the heirlooms, this is also something to get going. We've got a new collection pack. I'm going to show you guys a path. I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like. Here's a bigger view of the items you'll be able to collect. Wingman looks actually pretty spicy. The triple take has some buffs later on in these patch notes. And here's some skins that are going to be on rotation as well. Some old favorites and looking like some new ones that you'll be able to check out. Crypto, Watson, Caustic, this old one right here. Rampart, Gibraltar, Fuse, Bloodhound. There's a lot for everyone there. So overall, you guys are getting a lot of value if you're interested in these cosmetics. Another big thing to note is that there is a limited time cosmetics coming in through this event. You could see it with the Wraith, the Pathfinder. Fuse gets his own little interesting, I don't know, it feels like he's scarred up here. It feels like he's gone through something. I didn't want to say genetically engineered, but it gives me that vibe. And, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you have an arm off and you need another one. But I think the Wraith one looks the coolest for me here. So these are all the collection events. Now let's get into the most important parts of the balance changes. Rampart is now able to pick up Sheila. This is huge. For those wanting to know why I mentioned it in the trailer, she does not have to be mobile anymore, but it comes with a cost. Essentially, Rampart can only have one magazine while she picks up Sheila. She cannot reload. That is it when she is walking around with the weapon. But as you saw, she can take Octane Jump Pad. She can be extremely mobile. She could be Rampart. She could even put it back and bring it back out with the same amount of ammo she had before reloading, because you can't reload while you're walking around with it. If you want to put it back down, you'll get your reloads back and teammates will be able to use it. But this is to allow Rampart the freedom to move and be a little bit more reactionary. And in the dev comments, they really mentioned that, hey, Rampart's a very good defensive legend. We already think she's going to be the best defensive legend or stay that way, but we still need her to be able to fight if things go bad. If, you know, things don't go to plan, and this is an important aspect to the kit. Not a lot happened for Revenant. Another big change, though, is a nerf to Octane. Octane really is getting a hit here off of some of the buffs he got prior when his stem was increased heavily, but the amount of his stem in terms of regening his health was increased, but the amount of health that it took was increased as well. They're now taking away the amount of health he gets back. So essentially, he is now going to regen his health at a lower rate, about 50% rate. And that's a big deal to drop from 1.5 to 1. It's a 0.5 decrease. I guess it was a 30% nerf at that point. So it's a lot. It's a lot. We'll have to see if Octane can stay valuable. And he also reduces jump pad horizontal distance, not necessarily the height if you want to go straight up, but in terms of covering distance. So those attacks that you're going to be doing on teammates who are farther away, it's going to be harder to do. So this is an interesting one. I feel like this will definitely have people starting to turn their head on what's next after Octane, even though Octane will still be fun, still one of the highest pick rate legends, if not the highest in Apex Legends. The other big adjustments are the bow check bow, which is getting a buff pretty much all around, reducing the drawback speed a little bit from 0.56 to 0.54, but really just getting more arrows. So when you get arrows, it's kind of hard to get arrows from the bow check bow. When you find them, you don't want to find more. It's not like light ammo or heavy ammo. They're a little rarer. So when you do get them, you'll have more of them, and you'll be able to carry more of them in your inventory. So this just helps. This is basically just a direct increase. You'll still only be able to get 2 stacks, but you'll get overall 4 more arrows, which should make this weapon more viable and less painful in ways it doesn't really need to be, which is not having ammo. Secondly, I think the Hemlock has been out of everyone's mind lately, and it's because of the nerfs that happened for the hipfire spread, the hipfire speed, and they've basically gone and reverted that. Not all of it, it seems like, but it seems like they're bringing back some of the strength of the previous hipfire for the Hemlock, so give it a try. Maybe Hemlock is coming back. The last 2 big events here that have occurred are the shatter caps happening, and this is much more so for the EVA 8 the 30-30 repeater in my opinion. Shatter caps for the bow check compound bow and 30-30 repeater are a mod that you can put into your weapons to allow you to shoot more of a shotgun style shot for these singular shot weapons. Essentially, here's my close range option. If I end up finding it, I can now become a shotgun. And it was just not worth the slowness, the lack of damage to be able to do that. So they've given a lot more damage across the pellets to the bow check bow. And for the 30-30 repeater, a big thing here is they've actually increased the multiplier to 50% from 35. But more importantly, guys, they've increased the strafe speed to shotgun strafe speed. Now, what does that mean? Shotguns, marksman rifles, snipers, assault rifles, pistols, they all have different strafe speeds when you're aiming down sights. And this is something that most people are just surprised about. The wingman having no ADS movement speed penalty when you're aiming down your sight versus your hip firing is a huge reason why it's so good in fights, because you can avoid very easily and still be able to aim down sights and stay pretty accurate while you're moving. Obviously, marksman weapons do not have that. And so with the 30-30 repeater and shatter caps, you're going to go up to the shotgun level of ADS strafe speed, which is the second to highest outside of the wingman and pistol. So essentially you get a 90% retention of your movement. So you only lose like 10% of your movement when you're aiming down sights, meaning you're going to be able to ADS like kind of back and forth and strafe and fight with the shatter caps way better than you have before. So this is really the biggest buff, I think, for this weapon and for this this adjustment. We'll see if this ends up working out. I'm very excited about that. The L-Star getting some nerfs as we expected. It got nerfed out of being able to buy as an early round for arenas, and also it's getting nerfed in terms of its overheat capacity and its cool off time being slightly increased. For me, I'm not a huge L-Star guy. I know everyone was using the L-Star this season. I'm okay with this nerf. But again, what do you really want with a weapon like this? Because it gets really strong, everyone uses it, and then all of a sudden, it gets so strong, we now nerf it to where now no one's using it again. The L-Star is in a really tough spot, because if it's good enough, everyone's going to use it. If it's not good enough, no one's going to use it. It's not really a middle tier weapon. And so here we go again, the balancing side. I wonder if it's going to push it to that side where no one really plays it. You guys will have to be the answer. Bring me the answers for that as well. The shotguns also having the EVA 8 and Mozambique, a little bit of reduction in headshot multiplier, meaning that their headshots will do less damage and be more in line with the Peacekeeper and the Mastiff at 1.25 instead of 1.5. So a little bit of a difference. And overall, this is pretty much everything you need to know for these patch notes. So if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys enjoyed this trailer, please leave a like, say hello in the comment section below. Talk to me about what you're thinking about this patch notes. And as always, big videos coming out very soon. Remember to like and subscribe. Never give up, never stop gaming. I will see you all next time.